Puppies! Look at all the puppies! All the puppies!
Well, by the beauty of
He says,
your
"Take me
love,
home."
I've seen a miracle. I've seen a miracle. Blessed day.
Oh my goodness!
With you in the corner of my arm, I have seen a miracle. I have seen a miracle.
I'm Nikki, and this is Jason. In 2016, we bought a sailboat with absolutely no experience and set off to explore the world. 4 years later, we landed in Tonga and decided to haul out for cyclone season to visit friends and family. We were on our way back to our floating home when the pandemic caused all the borders to close, and we've been stranded ever since. This is our isolation life in Fiji.
What a gorgeous sunrise. Wow.
It is a bittersweet day, to put it mildly. It's Pip's last day with us. We take her in today. It is bittersweet because, well, we're gonna miss her terribly.
You're the one I need tonight. To make it through.
But it's for a good reason, and that's because she's pretty much healed up. She's feeling great, and she's old enough to de-sex, which means she's old enough to get adopted, and that's fantastic. So we're taking her into the shelter where she can get adopted. So it's good. It's really good. It was the intention.
A little over a month ago, we found this little cat at the market, and she was asleep in the entrance of the market, right on the sidewalk, next to the really busy road, and man, she was like within an inch of her life. She was barely moving, she was dirty, smelly, she had stuff in her ears, she had this spot on her leg, so we brought her home, and within a few days we realized that her spot on her leg wasn't getting any better, so we started to search for a veterinarian. And lo and behold, we found this place called Animals Fiji, and they are a veterinarian, but they're also all about animal welfare here in Fiji, taking care of the strays. So we took Pip in, got her all fixed up, and she's been living with us ever since. And what a joy, that little monster. We call her our little monster because she goes into these like hyper play modes because, well, she's a kitten, she has tons of energy, and she it's so much fun. She learns how to retrieve. She's learned how to play with foil balls and little fake mouses. Go get it, Pip! She jumps and she catches, and she's like the best thing that's happened to us here in isolation.
Never know what's in store when we're rowdy and bored. Honey, can we catch some floating fireflies? Let them light our way tonight through the neverland skies. Oh, the whole night through. We don't wanna grow up. We just wanna be young. Play and make believe, come and rescue me. Feel the sun on my skin and scream.
Now she's gonna get you.
Okay, Pip, I'm going away.
She's at the corner.
Okay, here I come.
And we were so blown away by Animals Fiji and the work they're doing that we decided to start a fundraiser. And the idea was simple: raise $1,500, which is enough to help 10 animals.
Pip, how much money did you raise? Pip, hey, come on. How much money did you raise, Pip? Pip, how much money did you raise? Pip is being a tease, but we blew our goal by 2,000%. We raised almost $30,000 for Animals Fiji, which just blows my mind because clearly we heavily underestimated our community. I am just beside myself. I cannot believe how quickly so many of those $5 and $10 donations added up. It's just a great reminder that, like, look, every donation makes a difference. Every dollar, like, little things add up to be a big thing. I'm just so excited for Animals Fiji. I'm very proud of what we've been able to do together. I think it's just spectacular. We had a call with Casey, the founder of Animals Fiji.
Hi.
Hey, Casey.
Hello.
Oh, we're sideways.
To first of all, just tell her how much money we had raised.
Crazy. You guys, like, that's so much money. Sorry. I think it's amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah.
And then to find out what they were going to do with all of that money, because, well, clearly we saved a lot more than 10 animals. What does this huge influx of donations mean for them?
Obviously, every single dollar that comes into our organization is spent on the animals. And given what's going on with COVID-19 and Fiji's economy pretty much collapsing overnight, and also globally, the economy is not doing so well. So with every single donation that was made through you guys, we're going to make sure that we can sustain all of the promises that we've made to the public. All of our services of desexing and consultations and welfare cases, we will be able to continue to do, and having that cash on hand will make sure that we can buy the drugs for desexing immediately. We don't have to wait. We don't have to say, I'm sorry, we have no money to do that.
It's been incredible, to say the least, but enough banter of us here. Let's take you down to Animals Fiji. I just want to address the elephant or the cat in the room, which is, why are we not adopting Pip? Why are we not keeping her? Well, we never intended to adopt her or to get another cat. We just simply didn't want to leave her on the street to die. We wanted to make sure she was okay. And we were stuck here in isolation anyway, so it was a really good time to foster and a great way to help out. So, of course, we have grown attached to her in that time, and it's going to be really hard to say goodbye today. But we also just said goodbye to 2 cats, and we're not prepared to go through all of that again just yet. So our one cat, Cleo, passed away this year. She was 19 years old. She had a great life. And Singa is getting older, so we left him at home with friends in Colorado. And he's super happy there. And luckily with Pip, we don't have to be concerned. Animals Fiji is guaranteed adoption. There are no kill shelter, so we don't have to worry. She is going to get a great home, and they follow up and make sure that animals happy and the people are happy. So
a forever home. They call it a forever home.
A forever home. So
guaranteed.
Little Pip here is gonna stay Fijian, and I'm pretty sure she thinks she wants to apply for the local rugby team because her ball skills are mad. Yeah, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yes. Aw, poor kitty. You're gonna get rid of that cone of healing very soon. It's not the cone of shame, it's the cone of healing.
Hey, Fester. I'm gonna come inside. Oh, this is hard. This is good.
This is
good.
She has to be
Come
here
on.
so that somebody can take her home.
Come on, little sweetheart. Come on.
What's your deal? Oh, whoa. This is good.
It's good. It's good.
Good. How are you? That's Pip. The famous Pip. She's good. So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, close.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
She looks so happy.
Oh, she's been.
Hi, Pip.
She's like, are you guys really giving me over to them?
I know.
Are you sure about this, guys?
No, of course not.
She is such a loving cat.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Pip's like, I don't like these rooms. They do mean things to me in here. Like shots. Ooh. This is the last of what's left of her hot spot. It was huge and took up that whole space and so angry, and now it's looking so good. Almost healed, Pip. Almost. Then you can get rid of the cone of healing.
This is Pip's check up and check in. Eventually she'll get her last little vaccination, and then she'll be desexed. And then she will get a home.
Yay!
She hears the birds. She doesn't want the camera. Get the camera out of it. I want the birds. Pip. Famous.
The famous Pip.
Any sort of diarrhea or vomiting?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Oh my goodness. You hungry?
So, Hattie, please.
So they transferred Pip from the veterinarian area over to the shelter area and got her all settled in. She's into what they call the quarantine area right now.
But she has to stay for 7 days, and then she'll get desexed, and then moved into a much bigger area.
Lots of room, lots of toys.
And
She's
she'll be
officially
up
up for adoption at that point.
So she'll be ready for a home.
And we got a tour of the facilities, and as Americans, the first thing we couldn't help but think was, wow, it looks so different than what we're used to seeing here.
Right, but
But
Fiji is a developing country, and in comparison, most of the islands we visited don't have any veterinarian care. So the fact that they have these shelters, that they have these locations, and that they take care of the animals the way they do is impressive.
yeah, and what's really wild is somebody lives in the shelter with the animals. Somebody's there pretty much all the time to take care of the pets, to care for them, even on the weekends. Pip will be loved, have tons of interaction here, and hopefully she can get adopted very soon.
If you want to keep track of Pip, you can follow Animals Fiji on Instagram. Whenever they have an animal that gets adopted, they make a post about it. They also do follow-ups after they're adopted and request photos. They post those, so we will get notifications about how she's doing and when she gets adopted and all that fun
And of course,
stuff.
we'll post on our Instagram and we'll update our blog post about it. So as soon as we know more about Pip, we will share.
Yes.
And in our last video, we pledged all of the YouTube revenue from that video to Animals Fiji.
Which in comparison to all of your donations looks like nothing.
It's like nothing. We were hoping for 500,000 views. That would have paid for the 1,500 that we were hoping to to raise. Anyway, we have just donated $364 because that's what we earned from that YouTube video with about 100,000 views.
Yes, and then of course the original 150 on top of that we said we would pledge. So
And then all of your pledges, and it's just like, woo!
Exactly, party Animal Fiji. Lots of reason to celebrate.
yeah.
That's for sure. So We're very sad to say goodbye to Pip. Anyway, she just was such a light during this challenging time, and so it's such a rewarding thing for us on so many levels.
Yeah.
We just feel so grateful for Pip and for Animals Fiji
And
and for
all
all
of you,
the
the
donations and how supportive you all are. So anyway, we're just filled with gratitude, like to the brim.
Yeah, and if you want to donate to any sort of animal welfare program, we have found a website. I'm gonna have to look at it real quick.
Animal Charity Evaluators, which the name kind of says it all. So if you're looking for a great organization to get involved with, you can start there. Obviously, there's Animals Fiji here in Fiji, and then of course there's your local shelters and organizations that are right in your own community. So
Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this community.
Yes.
It obviously
hits us in the,
us.
yeah. So we've got the feels kind of big time. Thank you again for your time, for your dollars, for your views, for sharing the video.
and your comments and your likes.
Yeah, and everything. So anyway,
We're so grateful.
yes, we're gonna leave you with that.
From everyone at Animals Fiji, we like to say, Vinaka!
Bula Vinaka from Animals Fiji. My name is Brenda. I'm the Northern Outreach Manager here. And I just wanted to say a big Vinaka Vakalevu to Jason, Nikki, and everybody that donated, shared, liked, watched the video, and helped raise funds for Animals Fiji. Thank you so much, especially in these difficult times with the COVID-19 and everything that's happening. We are under further than normal financial stress, and these donations will really help us. Thank you very much. Vinaka Vakalevu from Animals Fiji.